Hi, sweeties. I have a good one for you today. Yes, we are doing Ninja Foodi Grill versus the new Ninja Foodi XL Grill Battle Blooming Eggplant Parmesan. You heard me right, folks. Blooming Eggplant Parmesan. You have never seen anything like this. Now let's get into it. But first, please subscribe to Sweet Savant. Hit that thumbs up, that notification bell, and now let's get into this blooming eggplant parmesan. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take an eggplant that is about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, and we are going to cut it into sort of cubes, but not all the way through. We're going to use wooden spoons as our guide to help us keep from cutting all the way through that eggplant. Now watch what I do. So we cut down, but when the knife hits that wooden spoon, it stops cutting and we don't cut all the way through to the cutting board. So that way, as we cut through, our eggplant is still holding on there at the bottom. So we're going to cut this way, and then we're going to turn it. And move our wooden spoons around, and then we're going to cut down that way. So you see we're almost cubing it, but we're going to be careful not to cut all the way down through the eggplant so it's still holding on there at the bottom. You see what I did there? Yep, it takes a little practice, a little patience, but yeah, not too bad. I lost one piece, but we ain't gonna worry about it. The next thing we're gonna do is salt it. We're going to sprinkle that eggplant inside all the cuts that we did there with some coarse kosher salt, and that's gonna help draw the moisture out. It draws any bitterness out, but I think it also improves the texture of the eggplant. And you'll see as this sits for, let's say a half hour, lots of water is going to be drawn out of this eggplant, concentrating the flavor and really concentrating that texture as well. So don't be skimpy on the salt. I'll put all the details in the description box so you can check it out there. So then we will move our eggplant to a wire rack. This is just a sheet tray with a wire rack, and let it sit and let the moisture come out. Now while that is sitting, we're going to make our 3-part breading station. The first thing we're going to do in a zip top bag is put all-purpose flour. No salt in there because we got plenty of salt on the eggplant already. Then in a bowl, we're going to crack a couple of eggs. Got that slow motion for you. And then we'll beat those eggs up. This is my favorite kitchen tool right now, this little spiral egg whisk. It really does a great job of liquefying those eggs, get it nice and like homogeneous. So we beat up those eggs with a little bit of water, and then we will set this to the side and work on our breadcrumb mixture. And I'm just using some store-bought breadcrumbs, dried breadcrumbs, put that in a zip top bag. Then we'll get some grated Parmesan. You know, you can get that old knuckle buster grater out and grate it yourself. Put that in the zip top bag there with a little bit of granulated garlic and some oregano, dried oregano. And that eggplant is salted, as I said, so I'm not adding any more salt to this. Plus the Parmesan cheese is salty. So we'll put that all in there, toss it around to get well blended. All right, so our breading stuff is done. Let's go back to that eggplant. Look at all the liquid that has come out. This is all the natural, just liquid water coming out of that salted eggplant. Now we're going to rinse it to rinse off the excess moisture and salt, and we're going to just shake it off a little bit to remove extra water. We want a little water left on there so that our flour will stick well. Now we'll put that eggplant into that zip top bag of flour, and then we're just gonna shake it around so that the eggplant half gets nicely coated. And you want to make sure that that flour gets all down in between every crack and crevice of that eggplant. So shake it gently because Remember, with all those cuts, if we're too rough with it, we can break it apart, and you don't want to break it apart. You want it to hold together. So shake it around gently but thoroughly, and just tap off the excess flour. And then we will move over to our beaten egg, our egg wash, that egg and water. And again, we're going to make sure that the egg wash gets thoroughly coated onto that eggplant. I'm using a silicone basting brush, and that helps me get down into all the cracks and crevices. We want to make sure that all of the flour is coated with egg, because if your eggplant isn't coated with flour, then the egg won't stick. And then if the flour isn't coated with egg, then the breadcrumbs won't stick. So you've got to make sure it's all nicely coated so that our breadcrumbs stick well to the eggplant. So we've got it all coated with egg, and now we'll get it into that bag, zip top bag of seasoned breadcrumbs. And we'll toss that around in there. And then you shake it, shake, 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 shake it. Don't shake it as hard as a Polaroid picture, because you don't want to break your eggplant apart. Now we will just get rid of the excess breadcrumbs, and we'll be able to move on to preheating our Ninja Foodi Grill and our Ninja Foodi Grill Smart Grill XL. See there, look at that, how we've got those breadcrumbs nicely coated into all those cracks and crevices. Now let's set these aside for a minute and get those Ninja Foodi Grills heated up. We're going to start with the Ninja Foodi Grill XL, that's Smart Grill XL. The crisper basket is much too narrow in the Ninja Foodi Grill XL to fit 2 eggplant halves, so we're going to go straight into the cooking pot. Let's get the temperature set, and you see the plus and minus up there. So we're going to hit that plus sign and go up to 390 degrees. We'll leave it for 25 minutes and hit start, and that will preheat. Now let's go on over to our original Ninja Foodi Grill. Now this crisper basket is wide enough to fit both of the eggplant halves, so we're going to use it, and that way that hot air can circulate all around and get the bottom nice and crispy. So that is one plus of the Ninja Foodi Grill XL, is that the crisper basket is a bit, it's not so narrow. So we'll get that temperature set to 390 and get it started. While those are preheating, we're going to take our oil spritzer. This is a Cuisinart oil sprayer. You know, we fill it with our own oil. I got this off of Amazon, so I'll put a link in the description box. I like this oil sprayer much better than the Misto. The Misto gets clogged quite a bit. So coat it with oil, and now that our Ninja Foodies are hot, it says add food. So that's what we're gonna do. First into the new Ninja Smart Grill XL. So we'll get 2 eggplant halves nestled down into the cooking pan of the new Ninja Foodi Smart Grill XL. And now let's go over to the original Ninja Foodi Grill that is preheated. It says add food. And remember, in this one, we can fit the eggplants into the crisper basket. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to gently place the eggplants into the crisper basket, and that'll let the hot air circulate all around. We want to make sure that it gets into all the cracks and crevices, and we'll let those go. Now, it's been about 10 minutes, so let's take a look. Ooh, pretty. It's beautifully golden brown, and it's getting tender. Yeah, that's really nice. I am already happy with the way it looks. We'll spritz a little bit more oil just to make sure that our coating gets nice and crispy. We'll shut that down, and now let's go check the original Ninja Foodi Grill. And it gets browner in the Ninja Foodi Grill, the original Ninja Foodi Grill. Look at that. I love the way it's come out in the Ninja Foodi Grill. It's, again, nice and tender. We'll do the same. Spritz a little bit of oil on that and shut it back down. And this is just about done. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to put some cheese on it. Yes, it's not going to be eggplant parmesan if you don't put cheese in there. Now remember, there's Parmesan cheese mixed in with the breadcrumbs. We're going to put a little shredded mozzarella on top, and then shut it down and let the mozzarella melt for a couple of minutes. We'll go back to the new Ninja Foodi Smart Grill, and we'll do the same thing. We will put some shredded mozzarella on those eggplants and let the mozzarella melt for another couple of minutes. And this is really not taking very long at all. Let's just let that melt a little more. Now let's take a look at the side by side. The new Ninja Foodi Smart Grill XL. It's beautiful, looks good. Remember, we couldn't fit it in the crisper basket, but the original Ninja Foodi, it's browner. It can fit in the crisper basket, so the bottom can get a little more crispy. See, it's not sitting right on the bottom. They're both good, okay? They both came out good, but I'm much more impressed with the original Ninja Foodi. Let's serve it up. All right, now, because it can fall apart pretty easily, we want to use a spoon to support the eggplant and a pair of tongs to lift it out and get it onto a plate so that we don't have a mess on our hands. We don't want it to break apart. So we're going to be very gentle with it. And now let's get the eggplant out of the out of the new Ninja Foodi Smart Grill. I'm confusing myself. And the same thing, we'll just support it with that spoon. And it is easier to get out of the Ninja Foodi Smart Grill XL because of the shallowness of it. And you can see the bottom there is not quite as crispy as I would like it to be, but good nonetheless. I think for me, the clear winner is the original Ninja Foodi. But first, let's put a little more Parmesan on there. We've got some shaved Parmesan. We're serving this with a little marinara sauce. And now, this is where the blooming part comes in. We just pull a piece off, and look at that. Gorgeous. This is my new favorite way to make eggplant Parmesan because you don't have to do a bunch of different slices. We just do half the eggplant coated. It's crispy. It's still hot, but it's very delicious. You are going to love this. Now, we're going to take a piece off of this one. Look at that. Get a little cheese pull action going. Dip it in some marinara sauce and give it a taste. And it's crispy. It's crunchy. It's hot. But it's delicious. Yes. So please, give this one a try. I really think you're going to like it. Look at that. I think that's impressive. And you don't have to stand there breading like 20 pieces of eggplant slices. You know, I really like the way this came out. But for me, the original Ninja Foodi Grill is the winner. Both good, but I think the Ninja Foodi Grill gives you a more well-cooked result. It was nice and dark golden brown. It could fit into the crisper basket so that hot air could circulate. Ooh, get that cheese pull. The hot air could circulate. I'm sorry, I get distracted by cheese. Hot air could circulate all around. There's my husband modeling eggplant Parmesan for me. Thanks, babe. Check the description box for all the details, please. Subscribe to Sweet Savant, hit that thumbs up, that notification bell. Make sure you check out the rest of the Ninja Foodi Grill versus Ninja Foodi Grill XL videos and have a delicious day. I've got a deep fried version coming up too. I'll post the link ASAP.